players on the side of DZ. Now, obviously,
What a coincidence.
smaller sample size, but
Isn't locked in.
yeah, maybe he's not locked. Maybe he's not in. With all this vert that's been opened, this is going to be quite difficult. A line open into Freezer, but an aggressive angle from Dafo. There was a drone at his feet there. Surely he doesn't survive this. And Nuas picks him up from the bottom of Brown stairs. We do still have a Yokai, and it isn't going to matter. Nuas might be stunned and shocked, but it isn't enough to stop him from getting the kill and the third to close out the round. It is a very good...
But can't actually do anything about it. Well, Noah Solus is moving on the second floor, though, and that can be nice. Ooh, fortunate. Jay and I know is so focused on opening up some of these angles. Perez creeping up behind Akiba.
Here for Los. Dodging out of the way of the Deathmark tracker there, trying to play a little bit of bait games, but NJR good with the util. Perez on for a second, though. And not covered here. Both teams individually able to just hold different sides of the map, and it's forcing DarkZero into a little bit of a split push, but NJR finds one and Nuas with a second. So whereas they've gone from playing two versus ones, now they're both individual.
And Nuas has just found 50% of this remaining defense, and it's a 1v1 he can take. He's not losing these right now. It's actually Fultz on that side, excuse me. Said the Azami pushing up. Could swing around the corner right now. Nuas so much impact in this game, putting that diffuser down. Not ready for Fultz around the corner. Nothing Nux can do. The diffuser's gone down right next to him, and he's not even noticed. Newer's good with the last one. Might be the MVP. Christmas kills. It's not going to happen this time. You'll have the control, but you won't really have much for it. Kino, look at how quickly he's moving in. Spots somebody in Freezer. Tries to take the engagement a second time. How about lucky number 3? No. Goes down, pistol in hand. A little bit of duel. Nuxco winning it on the floor. JNO, next up, still goes down to Perez, this time inside the building. It is one singular trade by DarkZero. It'll have to be a 2v3 rather than a 3v5, as these initial early round plays have not worked out whatsoever. Direct information on the Goyo, but it is the Aruni that is the most immediate problem for Newers, and will likely be the death of him. Never mind, my bad. He's 8-0 right now. He might be 10-0. He could pre-fire this Goyo right around the corner, lights him up. Surely not. Hits the reload. Doesn't drop. Could be an important decision. He sprints around the corner. Hello, what are you doing? Sprint straight into him. I think he thought he was correct.
But boy, oh boy, was it windy in Cocktail. Control. We've got Hatch getting opened there inside of Dining. And of course, with J90 on the round, we've got a bit of an option. But wow, just finds himself in the Viper's nest. Fultz walked in amongst 3 defenders right there.
Kino has also walked in, just completely amongst the full defense. I believe NGR supporting him from behind. Direct line on the player and coach on this window, perhaps. NGR's got the cutoff. Oh, what a sneaky position this is. The Thorn doesn't know what's about to hit her. Just stuck on the floor. DarkZero constantly finding ways back in. Whether it's Newers in the 1v, at least the Monty might stay alive. Yeah, it's going to be difficult shooting that Kiba. And Nux knows it's coming. Hits the prone. They know where she is, but with no utility, Dark Eyes just slams him in Freezer. Jane, I know next up, it's windy inside a bakery as it gives the Ram an opportunity to move in, but he's good with the trade. A lot of pistol play so far in these first 4 rounds. But that 1v1...
Some good information being found from Nuas right now. He has to use one of his nades for a Razor Bloom. He knows that somebody is playing inside of Reading. Unfortunately, Dafo's just going to be a little bit better there. Eventually, we do see Nux get downed by Kino, but not before plenty of other action happens elsewhere. Jane, I know you were speaking about him. They're out for the count as well, and Dafo might be about to find his second right now. It's taken him a while to get onto the scoreboard, but that kill onto Nuas was an important one.
To Los that they want to commit in this position. Razor Bloom triggered as well. Fire will go off. DarkZero committing on this side of the map, and I think Los are ready for it. Kino down, NGR finished off. Los just, I think, correctly reading the situation there once they see all the utility flying into mining, know where to train their guns, and know that the attack is walking right into the defense. Fultz now to 1v3. Can you replicate Newer's success? Thorn was on red stairs, but Dafo might be the first engagement. These players trying to swing off each other. It'll be Dark with the final. Los 1 round away from tying things up as... But now on a different site. Dark thinking about running out. Worried about an air jab, rightly so. Here's the sound cue. One player just about to look down. NJR ready for it. If there's any player I want on DarkZero, or I know who's going to be ready for that, it's this guy. The Monty creeping around the corner. Assume he'll check Pixel. Dash also creeping up red. NGR again ready for this flank. Single-handedly shutting down everything that Los tries to throw at DZ. Anything to disrupt the attack. The AK-12 has an answer for it. Now 4v2 as Fultz has pushed all the way over to Cocktail. Bit trapped in a corner right now, just finds the edge of his shoulder. But DarkZero have allowed that Monty to die. Issues he saw in the attack that could also translate to their defenses, but also... Well, and I think we heard part of it in that timeout as well. They're worried about Los rush.
Oh, he's been allowed to play on the Azami. He's got a bit of a labyrinth being built here inside a piano. He will be known there on Pixel, though.
Known in Pixel, but also Nux, known moving down red stairs. Both him and Perez trying to push down quickly. Honestly, DarkZero, they're not playing it safe, but as Los tried to go for a rush, that might be the more impactful comp from that tack timeout because it's a quick play down red that DarkZero completely ready for. We gonna start off a half with another flawless round? It seems we will. DarkZero second of Cafe so far, and
heavy stack up of players for Los, all hanging around here inside a fireplace, getting ready for that drop.
They hit it, but Nux put to low HP by, I believe, a C4 from JNNO, now put to 1 HP, still going for that diffuser. Perez pops NJR all the way down in Bakery. At the very last second, Kino is able to find the diffuser. Perez going big. Massive double kill as DarkZero find the planter in the off spot, but at least in the kills, things are going well for Los. They are 9 in hand. Azami around the corner, surely he can read this, but it's an excellent crossfire. Newer still gets it, but either him or the Fenrir was going to take down the Glaz. Dark now thinking he can maybe do better. He finds the brief gap, but Kino's still good with the trade. And now Dash, stuck in barbed wire, will reveal his position. Kino might go prone and end up losing his life in the process. Downed. Where is J90? This guy's still over bottom white. Will run in. The buck might fall off. Just get him around the corner. He gets him. J90 committing just a little. Only the nades, but I believe Perez might have had 2 track stingers in pocket as well, and that one will be sorely missed. Kino quite liberal with these smokes, softening up the Monty, and again, clearly must have been red stairs because Fultz just spotting it through the hatch. Now DarkZero up 5-1 as NJR not playing it safe, but topping out in a 5v2. That's just, you got the liberty to do so.
You get full permission from me. Okay, he's probably got a couple of razor balloons that are keeping him safe, a bit of an early warning system, but realistically, he's not got too much else going for him. Demonstrated in the fact that Dark Eyes has been able to take him out there.
Fully difficult. All 3 defenders right next to each other. Dark with only 15 seconds remaining. Has 2 Bs, so can maybe log off some angles, give himself better information. Kino, ooh, maybe getting a little too aggressive, but Dark also in a bit of an info gap. A lot of time's been wasted as well. Not the worst in the grand scheme of things, but really be careful. Don't swing here. 2 seconds remaining. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just wait and play it normally. DarkZero will do that. Up 6. See how the bans might affect things going forward. Monty ban for DarkZero. Trying to hide.
2 players from DZ with a C4 in the hand for a brief time there. NJR was looking to try and make something happen onto balcony. Kino the same. Kino, unfortunately, now will be down and finish off. Dafo on for 2. I think NJR is asking for a lot out of this single C4 that he holds, and it's fortunate that Fultz has the Alder because he's definitely going to be taking more than 1 engagement.
It is good, but I also think some of these players have slipped in through Pillar. I don't know how aware they are of NJR's position. You can see Dark is aware of it, but neither of them are looking. They both line up for the TCSG, but there's no way out for NJR. Back against the wall with the shotgun in hand. He needs to win these engagements. Buck will pick up the diffuser, make his way in. Any impact NJR could have on that player will be completely mitigated, but this is not the site. It's mining and dining that Los have to break through, and they've not made it in just yet. Fultz also has the angle inside of B site, so A's the main option. Direct information as Fultz pushes through, catches him as he walks in. That's diffuser dropped. NJR with a 3rd. Surely not another clutch. Down to a 1v1. Will it all be won by an Evil Eye? With only 6 seconds remaining, Fultz gets on, starts zapping him. It is like it's 2019 all over again as Dafo, with only 1 HP, gets the diffuser down. Backs up down white. But NJR has some information. Fultz, hearing it, will pop the smoke. Hibana waiting on white, just backing up, knows she cannot overplay her hand with no flashes. She has to win the fight or win this on time. Fultz switching to the bailiff, just hears her run down, being tempted. Completely outplayed for the moment, so he'll go for the attempt. Dafo now sprinting up, barely moves the wrong way. Fultz around the corner, can't land the shot. And keep in mind, a big part of the reason Los even had a chance was Perez finding a big double as they were moving in with the defuse plant. This time, they fully flood in behind the ROU projectors. Nux going for an even further off spot, planting across from the normal position. DarkZero still anticipates that with the smoke, and while Fultz takes down Newers, it's only a 4v4 because then NJR gets a kill afterwards. But in the post, Los at much better odds than they were on this previous bakery post plant. And now with an advantage, now with a dominant one at that. NJR again with it all to do. It'd have to be one of those rare DZ 1vx's, maybe 15. Peeking out of VIP, NGR could certainly find this, but the odds of him getting the other two decreasing drastically as these seconds tick by. Only 5 to go until that diffuser's gone, and it seems even 15 will escape his grasp. Los, when they needed it most, don't have a clutch, don't have a multi over the course of this series. Be an early duel between the Gridlock and the Aruni. Aruni tries to catch players off guard, but might just be spotted. Perez takes down J90 inside of Freezer. It's still an advantage for DZ, but Perez could equal it right here, but Newer's in an important engagement. Retains it for DarkZero. Dark also such low.
That Nomad. Instead, it's just going to be a barrel down white.
Use that 1B as much as you can. The 3 guns opposite them will hit like a truck. Kino around the corner as well. Just 1 bullet, all that's necessary would be more than sufficient, but Dark still takes down Newers. It's an immediate trade. Can Nux find it? Gets the pre-fire. NJR with 10 seconds remaining. 15 kills, but if Nux can find it, if he can find it, DarkZero buckle down, lock in for round